Okay, so since I'm going to be relying on this trainer's healing nurse powers quite a bit, I figured I may as well show the battle off before I actually do very much physical training here. So yeah, she has a level 15 Muna, and I'm going to be using Misdreavus. I didn't actually know she had Muna, I want to train Misdreavus, so that's what I'm kind of going for here. And as it turns out, that's a good choice for the type matchup, so hooray for that. Psybeam, that actually does sort of hurt a little bit, considering. But, yeah, it's a thing. So it dies in 2 hits, obviously, because it's only a Muna and I am Misdreavus. Actually can hurt stuff a fair bit, so yeah. I just figured I would show that off because I'm going to be using this trainer to heal the Pokemon a lot because it's more convenient than going into the Pokemon Center, you know, because I'm training right here, the healer is right here, you can talk to her at any point and get healing, no need to go back to the center. So yeah, it's a lot more convenient. Okay, this is one thing which doesn't work necessarily with the code, but is an interesting thing anyway. The wild patches of grass, when they start shaking, they have special Pokemon in them, which is normally Ordino, as the dude at as the girl at the Pokemon Center said. However, because I'm using a code that changes encounter rates and stuff, it doesn't exactly work like that, so I can't see special Pokemon out of here. It's just another battle for me, but you can see them, you can hear that the music is different. It would normally be a better encounter for me, but yeah. It is an Espeon, however, which is quite dangerous because that confusion's gonna hurt, and it is actually gonna confuse me. That sucks. Seriously. I don't know if I really want to stay in on this now, considering. Let's switch out to Wisp and get him to get some experience too, because seriously, I don't want to stay in on confusion and hurt myself in confusion and accidentally die. That did a lot more damage than I was hoping it would. Wow, yeah, this thing hurts quite a lot. Sand attack, no, do not want that. Espeon, why? No, this isn't good. Ow. Yikes. Espeon, so freaking strong. Jeez. That almost killed 2 Pokemon. Wow. Yeah, Espeon's base 130 special attack hurts a lot. Good job we got a healer here. And at level 17, Wisp will also learn Confuse Ray, which is pretty neat. So what am I gonna ditch for that? I don't know actually. I mean, I don't really want to ditch Astonish in the sense of it's a stab move, but at the same time, it's not really that strong. Disable is good though, again, because a lot of Pokemon can't really hurt you if you get rid of one move. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Astonish because I basically only use Nightshade anyway, so yeah, that for Confuse Ray. I'll probably be ditching Confuse Ray on this thing fairly soon though, because it's not as necessary as it is for nobody really, but it's not as good as it is on Siren, definitely. Speaking of which, Siren also wants to learn a move known as Mean Look. I will not be teaching it that, however, because I don't really need it. Mean Look basically prevents the opponent from switching when they're hit by it. So that's all it does. I don't really need it, so yeah. Ooh, wow, that was too close. God, Murkrow and Honchkrow are really bad to fight with, you know, at the moment, because they're ghost killers with Pursuit. And that's bad. That's really bad. Wow, that was too close. Oh wow, that's interesting. I just realised I had my mic muted during the whole learning of poison powder thing, and I do apologise for that. Basically, I wasn't going to have it because it's not worth it in the slightest. Man, Mattress is living up to her name at the moment, seriously, putting everything to sleep. All sleep, all the time, this is awesome. Gothitelle I'm a little bit worried at, because I don't actually know what moves it has at this level. It might have Psybeam and I could possibly die here, but I'm hoping it doesn't. Tickle? Really? That's what you're doing? That's actually kinda hilarious, to be honest. I'm getting every sleep powder to hit here. It's hilarious that I can't hit a Psy Wave, but I can hit sleep powder all the time. That's really something. But, I mean, -1 defense is annoying for me. I wasn't going to use physical attack anyway because Rock Smash, but even then it's neutral. That did practically nothing, so that sort of sucks. I want to see what it actually does before I switch out, because I'm fairly sure that I can survive one hit from Gothitelle. And yeah, if it gets a chance, no, it will get a chance to attack because I'm not going to be able to kill it before it wakes up. Fake Tears. Oh, well maybe I do want to switch out now. Fake Tears cuts my special defense by 2 stages, so with it already being completely terrible, I probably don't want to stay in on this anymore. So let's go out to Norbert. He's a good general purpose killing machine here, and see what attacks it actually does. Fake Tears, apparently it's not going to use an actual attack. Well, too bad. I'm not hanging around and letting it do something so I can work out what it does, what it can attack with, because that would be stupid. So yeah, just gonna finish it off. That thing is creepy as hell, by the way. I just don't know. I don't know what to think of it, but it's creepy, so yeah. And of course, this is the problem with the encounter code stuff. As I said, the encounter rate in Black and White 2 is far too high. So if the number of steps taken or that isn't enough to reset the RNG, then the same Pokemon will appear again, because it's linked to the RNG itself. So that's basically what has happened here, and it's really dumb, and I don't like it, but there you go. There's not much I can really do to hurt Salamence though. Being a dragon type, it's pretty much resistant to like everything I've got, so... And it's being a Salamence, it's actually going to be somewhat bulky here, so yeah, Tackle doesn't do much at all, but... Bite. Ow. +2 bite. Kinda hurts. It's not +2 technically, but I'm at -2 defense, so it's the same deal, generally. I'm gonna have to switch out now because I can't survive another hit from that. So I guess I'll bring in Spider Pig and that should survive as well. I kind of didn't bring in Spider Pig first because I only have fire and fighting type moves on him at the moment. So Headbutt. Wow. Yeah, Salamence kinda dangerous to start off with. Sort of sucks. And then Rage, which is completely random. So it didn't have a fire move like I thought it would, but then Tangela has nothing to hit it with. Both of its moves were 4 times resisted and very weak, so whilst it could have tanked the hits, it wouldn't have made a difference because I couldn't actually hurt it. So it's very split experience, but it does get levels for 2 people, I do believe, because yeah, both Mattress and Norbert will get a level up. Look at that freaking defense, man. 54 defense. That's crazy talk. And we want to learn Vine Whip. However, Vine Whip in these games is a physical move, so the difference in my physical and special attack is almost... my special attack is almost double my physical attack. Absorb is 20 base power, whereas Vine Whip is only 35. So overall, I don't think Vine Whip is actually going to do any more damage. It might marginally do more damage against the same type of defense foe, but I don't think it will do much more damage in the long run. Although, having said that, Rock Smash does lower defense, which could make an interesting quote-unquote combo with it, but it's hard to say because Absorb has got healing properties and it's got more PP. It's annoying because Vine Whip should be more useful, but with such a low base power, if it had 50 base power there'd be no competition, but with just this, only 35 base power, I actually think Absorb is stronger. You know, it's basically as good, but it's got healing. So you know what, I'm not actually going to teach it Vine Whip. As much as I maybe should, in a sense, I'm not going to, because it's kind of not necessary. Yeah. Hey guys, this is GamerCow. We are playing Pokemon Black, the random Nuzlocke run, and as you will have seen in the training stuff, I got everybody except Elvis up to 19 because screw training this thing. Honestly, the only reason I have it out in my party right now is because it has cut, and that's it. So yeah, everybody's at 19, it's a pretty good time. I sort of realized last time that I obviously haven't explored this route at all yet. So even though it's not too big of a deal, I guess it's still sort of neat to explore, because, you know, there's more preschoolers. Since we totally need to fight more, you know, little children. Properly little children. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Conti, not too big of a threat, to be completely honest. You know, I think this might be slightly loud though. Let me very quickly adjust stuff because that's too loud for my taste there. So now I'm sorry if people are gonna say, oh man, Cal, it's too quiet now, why did you turn it down? Because I sort of wanted to. It's got Mega Drain. That doesn't help it in the slightest against me because yeah, 3 damage, woo. She does have 2 Pokemon though, so you know what, let's set up a growth as well, because why not? You tried to use Lead Seed on a grass type. Ha 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 ha. Aren't you just the best person ever? Yeah, spoilers, this might be the first video though that I don't actually get a Pokemon out of, and you... Okay, that one's annoying. In case you're not knowing why it's going first, God dang it, Paralysis. Cotton Tea has an ability that lets it get +1 priority on its non-damage attacks. It's called Prankster, and it's a really, really annoying move for stuff like this because, yeah, I have to deal with the stun spore because of that. I mean, I probably would have had to deal with it anyway, so it's not a catastrophic deal, but the fact of it gets it off before I could attack in the turn is annoying. And then the other Pokemon, this is one of the, in the, you know, vanilla games, this would be a case of one version has one version has the other. Stop trying to leech seed a mattress! Have you ever tried to put seeds on a mattress? They don't grow. Duh! You need to put them in soil. I'm not soil, I'm a mattress. So yeah. More Mega Drain, still not gonna do much. I think Petalil's got more special attack, but as you see it did pretty much the same damage, it's just 4 damage instead. So yeah, just going to try and kill this thing with a +2 Rock Smash because that's just what I want to do. Although the fact of it now has healed up 4 HP is probably somewhat significant in me not being able to KO it with this move. Because yeah, that, or not, I guess it just wasn't as big a deal as I thought it would be. So yeah, that is the way you raise Pokemon. Of course they have no money stuff to give, but why would you want to take money from a preschooler anyway? That's heartless. So, just going to obviously quickly heal because we're here and healing is viable in seconds, so there's no point in not healing. And over here is an item that we can indeed get, a Great Ball. This is the one that we've seen from the town as well, so that's kind of cool. And now, yeah, all we've got to do really is just fight trainers and see what kind of Pokemon they have, because they're adamant that they want to show us that. Just he's a preschool Homer. Oh, that's too funny for what it should be. Roggenrola, we know it's got sturdy, so it's never gonna die in one hit. It's probably one of the most annoying Pokemon to fight as a result, but yeah, well, it's mostly because it actually has fairly good attack as well, so but it wasn't gonna die in one shot anyway, so man, Absorb is not very strong. But as I said before, Vine Whip would technically be not any stronger really. Oh, god dang it, freaking mishacks from a single sand attack is the worst. Look at this. This is not how it's supposed to go. And he's using an 80% accurate move and hits first time. My accuracy should be no less than about 75%, if that. It should be higher than that. And it's just annoying when you miss all these times. Like, you just want the game to end because it's already basically dead anyway. A single hit would take it out, and it's not great. It's sturdy, but it's not great. Because, seriously, sand attack sucks. Don't use it. Further down the route though, there is another item that we can get if we go all the way round, and we're going to have to fight you as well. Can I avoid you? No, because you turned round. God dang it, you are brave and bold. Yes, because you turned to face me when I started running, so I guess that does constitute to being brave and bold, maybe. What kind of name is Kater? That's a cool sounding name, seriously. Anyway, Time Pole. We've seen how much it kicked my ass last time, but now I have a good grass type, so really it's not gonna be a threat anymore. So yeah, because it just about dies in a single absorb. It would have possibly died in one Vine Whip because of differences in that stat stuff, but Bubble Beam still did a reasonable amount of damage when you consider it's resisted, but that just shows how terrible my special defense is. Tangela is a physical defensive thing and nothing else. Do not throw it in against special attacks if you can help it. Kind of mars it slightly in the sense of grass types have a lot of resistances that tend to be special based. You know, electric, grass itself, water, they're usually special attackers, so it's a bit annoying. But it does give it great resilience against stuff like fighting attacks, and obviously ground is a strong physical type, so that's useful. And it doesn't nullify, but it sort of weakens the impact of most bug attacks as well, with, you know, bug and poison as well, actually. Having said that, a lot of attacks in poison have now become special, stuff like Sludge, Venoshock, and, well, Acid, if you really want to have... Acid Spray is probably the better one to say. This guy's just got a whole load of Time Pole who are just dying to my Absorb. I could have +1 growth at the start and got it done even quicker, but oh well. Yeah, I guess Mattress's flaw, if you like, is that it's not going to be very, actually, you know, powerful for a good while, and the special attacks that it learns are a little bit limited compared to the physical attacks that it can get when it evolves, but it will learn enough that I can use it, and it's still going to be a very strong wall. Sad to say, it doesn't get Leech Seed or Synthesis as level up moves though. That's disappointing. So no healing from that. I reckon there's an item up there, but it's double battle grass and I kind of don't want to go in there at the moment. Clefairy? Really? I don't even want to fight this thing because of potential screwing up stuff that Metronome might do. I don't know what level it learns Metronome at, but I really don't want to trust it, so yeah, not even gonna fight that thing. Oh, what else is there to say? There's stuff up there, but I kind of should go for the double grass stuff because there's items over here too. So Super Potion for me, pretty useful, gotta say. I don't have a Repel, I don't think, so if I had one, I would probably use it here. But it just feels like there should be something up here, and there is. There's a tiny mushroom in that patch of water. Fair enough. You want to hold on to stuff like that because they can prove useful later. Hey, it's a double battle. That's against double Oshawott. Okay, so that's funny, but not really useful. I could use this fight to level up Mattress, but nah. Don't need to do that, because there's a trainer over here, and this trainer will level up Mattress too. So, why not? Special Pokemon, man! That's awesome. Special Pokemon are cool. 2 Pokemon that we get, is it the ones I think it's? No, Venipede. Venipede? Really? That's not a special Pokemon at all. Well, okay, maybe it is. It's the bug poison type of this game, but unlike Weedle and stuff like that, it's actually decent. So that's the thing. I'm gonna send in Wisp though, because Wisp is good against poison attacks and bug attacks, and it's got Nightshade, so why not? Because Venipede can have Poison Point, which is annoying. Hopefully this isn't gonna just poison and nullify my switching. It's gonna poison and nullify my switching. God dang it. Well, I guess that's okay in its own right. It still can't do very much damage to me, and I can Nightshade and kill it off quick enough. Screech would be annoying if it wasn't for the fact that Venipede only has Poison Sting that can hurt me. So yeah, I don't think it has a bug move yet that would be any use, and I can two-shot it, so it's not too big a deal. Oh no, it has Rollout. Wow, I didn't even know that. But it still didn't do anything because, you know, Wisp is freaking amazing on the defenses. My god, seriously. HP is lacking, but the defenses most definitely aren't. Anyway, level 24 Mattress, you can see more defense, almost 3 times its level in defense. It's kind of ridiculous that way. And Lillipup is the other Pokemon that's sent out. So obviously I do not want to stay in on this because it will have Bite. So I'm just going to go out to Spider Pig. Having a fighting type against the normal attack stuff is very, very good for pretty obvious reasons. So yeah, that's just what I'm going to do. Except it's going to not bother with Bite, which would be super effective, and is instead going to make it so that I would have been able to be hit by normal attacks, which wouldn't have been as powerful. Logic! Lillipup has it. You know what else it has? Arms in the face and death. That is the other thing it has, which is good for me. So yeah, that is that. And thankfully Poison will not hurt me outside of battle, so Wisp is not in any immediate danger, so I'm happy enough to just go ahead and have a wild battle anyway. God dang it. I don't really want Chalmet at all. This is one which I wouldn't get, I think, or I wouldn't count, at least at the moment, because Chalmet needs extremely specific trade requirements to evolve. And it's useless by itself, so yeah, I don't think I would be counting that. Anyway, up here is a black belt. I should really switch my team around a little bit. Who do I want to try? Probably Norbert, actually, because Norbert's pretty cool. Fairly fast, decent power with Razor Shell, and yeah, up here are trainers that you can fight, I suppose, if you really want to, which is what I want to do, so yep. Test a challenge with a rock, blah, progress, thing. Yeah, this is actually a place that you can get an item from as well. It's quite nice. Timber we've seen before. It's not too scary. Level 16's a bit higher though, so that is potentially frightening, but not very much so, because Razor Shell should do most of the damage that I need to do. Ideally, you want to hit these guys with special attacks instead of physical. The main reason I'm hitting it with a physical is because it's much more powerful. You know, Water Gun being only 40 base power, whereas Razor Shell was 75. So, yeah, but Timber does have much lower special defense than physical. It's a bit different from Machop that way, because Machop is pretty equal, but Timber is very physically aligned, so do bear that in mind when you are fighting these guys. Anyway, you fight me, because that's what I have declared that should happen. So yeah, you've trained like a madman. That's kinda scary, actually. Kentaro, that's a cool name, seriously. And more Timber, well, let's just see how much Water Gun does to it, actually. It's the same level, the same everything except gender, actually, I guess. Water Gun damage, what's it gonna deal? Is it gonna deal more or less than that Razor Shell did? Less. So that's why I used, you know, the thing before. It's kind of why I used Razor Shell first, because Even with the special defense difference, Razor Shells nearly double the power. So that's what you should use, basically. Yep, Kintaro's down, he's energetic as always, just because that's what he's like. You're a fighting type Pokemon trained to challenge rock stuff. Yes. We will have our fighting type attack the rock, and he's breaking away a piece. So yeah, if you come back here every day, you can get a star piece, which can be traded, I guess, for stuff later. It's a fairly high price item, so that's useful. And your reward for going all the way back down here is a netball, the ball type that we saw in the Pokemon last time, which has the better catching of bug and water types. So it might prove useful later, who knows. Anyway, quick healing here, just because it's easier than the Pokemon Center to go with. And if you try to go on any further, this is why I won't catch a Pokemon in this episode, try and go on any further, these jerks are blocking the way, so we actually won't be able to get anything there just yet. Too bad, too bad. As I said before though, I will be counting that as a different area, so that I will be catching a Pokemon in when I get there. But where we have to go first is the museum place. And, you know, this is a gym, because you go through the museum to get there. Researching fossils. Yes, this is another person which I will be coming back to later, because I don't have a fossil right now. But there is where you get fossil stuff revived. So yes. You! Who are you? We are assistant director stuff. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we'll have a tour, sure. This skeleton is of a drag type, wonder who it might be, oh ho ho, yes, it had an accident. Okay, I don't quite see how having an accident would instantly fossilize you, but sure, fair enough. There's an Armaldo on that thing too, that's kinda cool. So yep, it's a meteorite, energy from space, I'm pretty sure Deoxys could use that, actually. Ordinary stone, it's not exactly that ordinary, but we'll... yeah. It's because it's pretty. It's not ordinary because it's not, you know, not ugly or anything. Quite clearly. Because all stones are ugly except that one, supposedly. This is what I have just decreed right now, so yeah. Anyway, as you said, Lenora, the gym leader, is actually, related to him, so he handles the front end, Lenora does the gym battle back end stuff. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's a fairly cool gym actually. I will be fully honest. This place is neat. However, it's irritating at the same time. Yeah. One other thing, as I think I said before with the monkey thing, is that this game gives you basically everything that you need to fight the gyms before it, and it, well, I think most of it is like that. But basically you can get a Pokemon of the type that you need in the place before the gym, so it's a bit terrible to be honest, because it just makes it easy if you're playing normally, because you just have to get a new Pokemon that's got a type advantage against the gym, and it's simple. Like there's no threat, because you can easily get a Pokemon that's nearly the right level from the wild Pokemon which are around it. As you can see though, these guys are fairly strong at level 17. It's not the easiest gym ever, level-wise, but it's nowhere near the same degree as Whitney in Heart Gold Soul Silver, because my god, that was a hard fight. But yeah, this one can still catch you out, so do be careful. Of course, you do get Rock Smash beforehand, so yeah. Beginning of Patrat's annoying moveset, by the way, it's got Detect, which is dumb. What else has it got? It's got, well, Sand Attack, obviously, so even if you don't get detected, you might still miss anyway, because Sand Attack. And you're not a bug Pokemon, because, yeah, you are quite clearly a human, that's the thing. So you, tell me recommendation, blah, bookshelves are close to the entrance. So the idea is you go up to a book, and nice to meet you Pokemon, there's the book here, so we read about that, that's Pokemon, blah, with a small brown thing, and there is a memo. So yes, the trainers get told from Lenora what to do here. Each of them's got a question, and you answer the question, and you find out about Lenora. So, first question, the first Pokemon we met in this gym. Bookshelf in the middle row, yeah, spoilers will probably have to fight the trainer for that. But let's see, what is over here anyway? This one, the biology of Patrat. I guess we don't need to do one because, yeah, they communicate with each other. Tails, blah, 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 whatever. This is the second clue right here, so that's fine. Second question. Flame burns inside the body, gives off smoke from the head while it runs. What would that be? Someone might be reading it. So now we've got to go and do a fight with people. Because, yeah, there's a few books in here. Second mirror, looking for a book. The mirror says flame burns inside, blah. Reading about book about Tepig, it's actually not the right answer. So yeah, it gives off flame from the nostrils. If you actually read the Pokédex entry, you would know that. But if you don't start with Tepig, then, well, yeah. Might not be a living thing, heck yeah. So the only other person who's reading a book at the moment that we'd talk to is that. Reading a book called The Structure of a Locomotive. So yeah, it's talking about the steam train. Kind of odd in a way, but yeah, it's exactly what it is. You have to do a fight because, yeah, that's how this gym series set thing goes. That's how it is. Tomi. That's also an awesome name. If I you know, that would be nice to use as a trainer name, actually. Well, whatever. Herdia is not too much of a threat at the moment. They do hurt quite a bit, but because this one doesn't have Intimidate, I can quite happily use Razor Shell, and it's fine. Herdia is fairly bulky though, and it does hit quite hard, but Razor Shell will 2-hit KO, I think, because of that defense drop. Oh, but it goes first. Ow. I didn't think of that. I don't think it matters too much though. Well, no, it didn't die in 2 shots. Wow. Sucks to be me then, apparently, because I thought it was going to get 2-hit KO'd there. Of course I get the flinch there, but I don't think it's going to matter. Tackle's a bit stronger, but I've survived well enough until then, so not really too much of a threat from being killed there. And yeah, an easy level up for Norbert to get to 20. Pretty good, I have to say. Fury Cutter, I am not going to teach you that because it's terrible. I don't understand why people keep saying that Fury Cutter is not that bad in game. It's terrible no matter where you use it. Basically, it's a bit better than it was in older games because it has 20 base power now. Don't know if that was in 4th gen too, but whatever. It's got 20 base power now, and it doubles in power with every consecutive use. However, that's far too slow for, you know, just 20 power. It's kind of crazy. Yep, that's exactly what it says there by using steam power, blah. Memo, passive founding, whatever. Third question, if you heat it up in a pot, it will be delicious. What would that be? Yeah. I reckon that is the one that is down here. Sweets for Pokemon, yes it is. So you can basically make berry puffin top thing. I don't quite get how puffins work actually, because are they not like pastry based stuff? Or it looks like they're pastry based things? That's kind of funny, really? I don't know. Yep, we did. Last question from this bookshelf move. This is the weird one and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Move 2 back, move 1 to the left, 2 forward, 1 to the right, and 1 backward. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, and really, it's just weird. There isn't anything that you can relate to with this one, so I think what you end up needing to do, if I remember rightly, is just talk to her and fight her, because yeah, that's it. But that has absolutely nothing to do with the clue itself. So I think there must have been some sort of error in either their translations or something to that degree. So yeah, that's how it goes. You've just got to fight this trainer, and Spider Pig will get to level 20 as well. That'll be quite useful. Looking at the video time though, considering I haven't actually done anything that I'd be cutting out here, or maybe only one thing that I'd cut out, I'm probably not going to fight Lenora in this video as well. I'll do that in the next one. I don't need to do any training. By the way, I'm not learning Smog. It's a terrible move. I'm not going to do any training in the meantime because I don't need to. I did the training before this video so that I could not have to do it next one. And yeah, we'll just go straight for the gym and then we'll continue on with progression plot stuff after that. So really it's just smacking the face of Lillipups over here because we have a spider pig that knows how to smack people with its arms. Hey, look at those big burly arms there. You can tell that it's going to be strong and arm thrusting. Do not arm wrestle with a spider pig. It would be pretty bad for you. I do find it funny how, the second stage evolution is just always up on its hind legs though. I don't know, there's a couple of evolutions that do that. I think Marsh Tomp was another one that did that, which is quite good. Anyway, yeah, that's the last book to read, so we'll go ahead and actually read that just now. Biology of Tepig, we know about that because we did stuff before on that one, and we've managed to get to there. Wisdom, strength, blah. Apparently books are allowed to have switches. I don't quite get how that works. Maybe when we put this... But no, surely... Okay, the only thing I was gonna say that I think of, how that worked, would have been that a switch would have been triggered when we put the book back. But then why wouldn't it have just always been triggered? Surely, it seems really, really strange how that would work. And I don't quite get it at all. But that's not the point. I'm just going to quickly heal up and then that's the video done. So, this has been GamerCow playing the Pokemon Black version, number 1, obviously. And it's a random Nuzlocke, in case you forgot. And next time we're going to fight Lenora and then progress with the plot, because that's what we do. So yeah.